Hey, second grade, it's Miss Griffin. We're going to be going over some word problems, and more than just solving them, we're going to be trying to figure out whether we need to add or subtract in these problems. Because when they give you a word problem, sometimes it doesn't tell you whether you need to do plus or minus. So we're going to go over some key words or key phrases that will clue us in into whether they want us to do addition or subtraction. Now, when we're looking at an addition problem today, here's the key words that we're going to be looking for. For addition, which is plus, the word combined, the word total, and of course the word added. We're going to be listening for some of those words today. When it's subtraction, which is minus, you can't really see it here, but it's minus, we're going to be looking for the words gave or gave away, left or left over, and took away. We're going to be putting our listening ears on today because unfortunately I cannot post these word problems for you. So we're going to be listening rather than looking. But if I am able to find a way to share the word problems with you, I will do that. Anyway, let's get on with it. Number 1, an aquarium had 54 fish in it. Later, they added 28 fish. How many fish are in the aquarium now? Let's listen again and see if we can listen for one of those key words. An aquarium had 54 fish in it. Later, they added 28 fish. How many fish are in the aquarium now? We said the word added in here. Is that going to be addition or subtraction? It's going to be addition. So we're going to use a plus sign. So your problem should look something like this. 54 plus 28. Let's go ahead and add that together. We always start on the ones column. So we have 4 plus 8. What's 4 plus 8? If you need to, you can go ahead and pause and you can do your drawings or you can count your manipulatives. 4 plus 8 equals 12. So just like we do, we're going to put our 2 down here, and we have to carry our 1. Now, let's add our tens column together. We have 1 plus 5 plus 2. What is 1 plus 5 plus 2? 1 plus 5 plus 2 is 8. So how many fish did they have in the aquarium now? They had 82. All right, we listened for the word, and our key word there was added, and that told us that we needed to add and use a plus sign. Let's look at number 2. Armani owned 90 DVDs. She gave 74 away to a friend. That's a lot. How many does she have now? Let's listen again. See if we can find one of our key words. Armani owned 90 DVDs. She gave some to a friend. She gave 74 to a friend. How many does she have now? So our key word there was gave. Gave tells us that we're going to be doing subtraction here. So I've set up our problem. She had 90 to start off with. She gave 74 to her friend. Let's figure this out. We're going to be doing subtraction here. So if we have 0, can I take away 4? No. That means that we need to do what? Borrow. We need to borrow. So we borrow from our 9, and our 9 then becomes an 8. Now, we can put our 1 right in here. So if we have 10, and we take away 4, how many do we have now? 10 minus 4 equals 6. So we'll put our 6 here. Now, let's subtract from the tens column. So we have 8. We're going to take away 7. How many do we get? 8 minus 7 equals 1. So how many DVDs does Armani have now? She has 16. We listened for the word gave in that problem, and that told us that we needed to subtract. Number 3. For Halloween, Adrian got 13 ounces of candy, and Haley got 69 ounces of candy. I don't know what Haley did to get so much more than Adrian, but let's go with it. What is the combined weight they received? So let's listen again for one of our key words. For Halloween, Adrian got 13 ounces of candy, and Haley got 69 ounces of candy. What is the combined weight they received? So combined means that we're going to be doing addition. It's going to be a plus problem. So I've got it set up right here. And we always start in the ones. So let's see. We have 3 plus 9. What is 3 plus 9? It's 12. So we're going to put our 2 down here, and we carry our 1. Now we have 1 plus 1 plus 6. What is 1 plus 1 plus 6? 1 plus 1 plus 6 is 8. So how many combined ounces of candy do they have? 82. And yes, that is the same answer as our other addition problem. I did not realize that until right now, that I had 2 problems with the same answer. Sometimes that happens. All right, let's do just a couple more. For lunch, the cafeteria had 44 apples. Noah took away 21 apples. How many apples do they have now? Well, let's listen and see if we can figure out what we need to do. For lunch, the cafeteria gave out 21 apples, and Noah took away 44 apples. I read that entirely wrong. For lunch, the cafeteria had 44 apples, and Noah took away 21 apples. How many apples do they have now? This is a subtraction problem. Noah took away apples. So our problem looks like this. So the cafeteria started off with 44. Noah took away 21. Let's subtract and see how many they have now. We start with our ones column. 4 take away 1. Can we do that? If we have 4, can we take away 1? Sure. What do we get? We have 3. Do we need to borrow? No, we are fine. Now, let's subtract from our tens column. If we have 4 and we take away 2, how many do we get? 4 minus 2 equals 2. How many apples does the cafeteria have now? 23. And Noah has a belly full of apples. All right. Let's keep going. Jadian had 57 quarters. He spent 31 of them. How many does he have left over? Let's listen again and see what we need to do. Jadian had 57 quarters. He spent 31 of them. How many quarters does he have left over? How many quarters does he have left over? That means it's going to be subtraction, and we're going to be doing minus. So we have this here. Here's our problem. He started off with 57 and he spent 31 of them. How many does Jadian have now? Well, let's start with our ones column. We have 7, take away 1. If I have 7, can I take away 1? Yep. 7 take away 1 is 6. And we don't need to borrow. Now let's subtract our tens column. We have 5 and we take away 3. How many do we get? If we have 5 and take away 3, we get 2. How many quarters does Jadian have left? 26. All right, one more. Michael was playing basketball with his friend. Michael scored 73 points, and his friend scored 13 points. How many points did they score total? Well, let's listen for that key word there. Michael was playing basketball with his friend. Michael scored 73 points, and his friend scored 13 points. How many points did they score total? Total addition. This is a plus problem. So our problem looks like this. Even if it's plus, we always start with the ones column, so let's start there. 3 plus 3 equals 6. Good. Seven plus 1 equals 8. How many points did Michael and his friend score together? 86. Very good. All right. Have a good rest of your day, and I hope to see you soon. With love, Mrs. Griffin.